Hello. I am Lauren and I am a sound healing doula. Today, I want to continue talking about the Serenity comfort experience and how I'm personally working through what I've created and how it's helping me. So today we're going to talk about frustration in and around grief, and I'm really going to focus on this module in the container because it was something that when I started to really think about it, it wasn't the grief itself. It was more to do with me and the actions leading up to it, and there was a lot of guilt and shame around how I wasn't looking after myself and how I also wasn't really spending time with those that I do care about. Because with the comfort experience, although I created it specifically for baby loss and those experiencing baby loss or those who have experienced it, I have been able to adjust it as well for my own experience with grief outside of that. So it has also helped me with other types of loss, and the frustration still exists. And it's like where I put off conversations where my intuition has kind of said like, oh, maybe you should check up on that person, and I've said, oh, I'll do it in a minute, I'll do it later, I will do it once I've done X, like fill in the blank. And it has weighed quite heavy on me because I feel like it's something that not could have been avoided, but I mean, I could have said what I needed to say. There's like an element of closure in like a weird way, there are things I could have said in that moment that could have maybe helped them, or it could have maybe helped me process things a little bit easier, and I chose to stay silent. So this is another reason as to why I love what I've created, because it gives people the space and the time to do it in their own way while still honouring the memory of the person that they lost. And I have also been feeling that, like, along with divine timing, there are elements here where it's not even just with like physical loss of a person, it's the loss of an experience or an opportunity because of the lack of something. And with that, I have realised that there is a lot of resentment that I'm holding on to in and around the way that I'm able to give a lot of my energy away, and it's kind of not reciprocated. So there is frustration there, and on a deeper level, I have kind of been in a space where I'm grieving what could have been in terms of like a client that says not right now. And yeah, that is more of a personal thing that I am learning to coexist alongside, as well as the varying ways that grief is showing up. And I'm noticing that as it moves, as like life moves on, there are different seasons in my life where I'm feeling different ways that grief is showing up, and there are more times where it shows up more intensely in a specific way. But frustration is more than it just being like, oh, I'm annoyed that I couldn't say what I needed to say. And being honest with myself in that moment, that was quite difficult, because although I was hearing the words that I wanted to say, I didn't really have anywhere to express them. So yeah, again, the comfort experience, there's the place for that. And the more that I'm going through my own program, the more I know that it's needed by people. And as people are discovering my things more, whether it be my sound healings, whether it be my my posts, whether it be an offer that they just stumble across, or if they meditate and then they say, I need somebody who, and then fill in the blanks, and then I comment on something. That is the divine timing, and how it really does feel aligned for everyone involved. But sometimes that doesn't really translate, and that is also where some grief can come from as well. So there are just varying degrees of what is traditionally known as grief. And for me, it has really shaped how I have spoken about specific experiences. Most of the time I don't talk about stuff because, number one, there isn't somebody around to listen, or number two, like I don't know how to start talking about stuff, because I'm not sure what the emotions are that make up how I'm feeling, because it is usually more than one thing. And yeah, like with frustration, it was quite interesting going through and getting to the core of it, because I went into this section of the program thinking that I was only going to find one thing, and it was going to be this, it would look like this, and that was far from it. And now it has given me the insight that maybe going into each of these modules, I need to go in with even more of an open mind and an open heart than I did previously, because I'm still placing conditions on like how I should be able to experience grief and how I'm able to kind of get through it. But afterwards, like when I really do kind of allow myself to breathe in and connect with not only my own thoughts, but the experiences that I wish I had with the souls that are no longer here, I do feel a sense of peace and forgiveness, and it's the vibration shift from feeling stuck, feeling misunderstood, unheard, ignored, to feeling comforted, feeling at ease, feeling blissful, because I've created such a space, and it's not just like something to where there is no thought put behind it. There is a lot of emotion behind each module. There is so much love that has been poured into it, and while I'm not sure how it will actually go, because obviously each person is different, and that is the beauty of why I created such a space where it allows everyone to experience their grief in their own way, while celebrating the big wins as well as the small ones. I've just realized that starting to talk about things is the way to go. Like, with me talking about the comfort experience, I haven't really given myself a goal about what it is necessarily that I'm talking about, how long I want each update to be. I just want a place to where people can go if they want to hear about how things are going, and if something is right for them, then yeah, like, they're gonna come here and just listen and absorb the content and make their own choices. These are essentially very casual invites that give you the opportunity to be seen, celebrated, and loved on such a deep level. Like, it's not just in the physical realm either. This is a way to give back to yourself when, during the time of experiencing immeasurable grief, that may not have been possible. So think of the comfort experience as my love letter, my gift to you, in the form of a program that allows you to hold yourself accountable without giving you too much of there's a structure, but it's not to the point where it means that you are feeling as though you need to rush through a particular area or a particular stage of grief. I made this, I created it, I channeled it because I wanted the whole process of grief to feel welcoming. I felt like there needed to be a space that was inviting, and it didn't just look good on the outside, and then as as soon as things got started, the support was no longer available when you needed it most. I am so committed to making sure that this does turn into what I want it to, and because of the deep why, the whole reason why I began running Washea, why I decided to start it, why I decided to put time, effort, and just creativity into it. That is one reason as to why I can't stop talking about my experience with this and how I can help. So that is all that I have to say for today. I will leave all of the important links in the description, and I will catch you in the next one.